Back for another What Sold video. I tried to think of some positive, reassuring words for everybody on this video, and I couldn't really think of any because they were becoming more generic than basically. I just couldn't get a really good thought for anybody. Some tough times. I don't know what to say. It's like half the country is laid off. What can you do? It'll all get normal again. All right, don't worry about that. It'll get back to where it needs to be. So in the meantime, I hope you listen. You know, get them death piles out there. You might as well. This is the time because it's just the time. And you know, the earth needs a cleansing too. We're really polluting it and stuff. So there's a lot of industrial not going on right now. Keep that in mind. That's good. You know, it's time to get back to nature. Um, just get back to nature. Do some walking. Do some writing. Just do things that were a little more old school. Just keep it a little old school. Maybe the earth ain't ready for tech that's going on. Maybe we're getting a little too advanced too quickly. So it is what it is. Um, look at these electronics. Very, very advanced. And we just we blow through them. We blow through them real quick. Um, with the old and then with the new phase. Um, if you're a new buyer, try not to fall for that. That's just a money grab. Um, everyone likes to keep up with the, you know, keep up with the times and keep up with the tech, but um, it's costing us a little bit right now. Think about that. Think about that a little bit, and just because we've gone so far within technology, you know, and we just kind of with the old and then with the new. Um, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's tough too because I tried to go dumpster diving for some packing material, and I literally got kicked out of the dumpster. So my 2-3 year gold mine dumpster for packing material is now I don't know. It's iffy. I wanted to call the 5-0, so I was kind of like, all right, guess I'll have to find a new one. It is what it is. So, um, you know, can't even I can't even help recycle stuff that is getting thrown away in a landfill. Um, all stuff that they could recycle. All they needed was two dumpsters, one for trash, one for recycling, and there's no way to sort that once it ends up in the truck. They just hit a switch and it dumps out of the thing. It's not like a guy goes in there and sorts it by hand or anything. Um, I was that guy, and they lost that guy. So it is what it is. That's just it was the one it was one good way. I'll just have to find another dumpster, but um, that's tough. It's killing our earth, dumping it in landfills. It's styrofoam and stuff. Styrofoam, all packing material. That's all bad stuff. So yeah, try to reuse what you can. All right. Um, just cause it's tough. If you if you don't take that extra second, it's like recycling. It's easier to have one trash barrel, and then you can have the trash, and you can have your recycling or whatever. But um, it's the one less step. I suck at recycling, but that was my one way of kind of counterbalancing it. But so yeah, wipe my face. All right, let's get to these solds. All right. Kind of posted this on the Instagram. Just started the Instagram page, so if you want to go check out the Instagram page, I guess it's right there. If I can manage to throw the link there, or I can maybe link it down below in the description. But as always, I'd like you to follow me on the YouTube channel. It's just something I like to grind more out on, and I just started it, so I'm a little newbie on how it goes to the Instagram. So here we go. We got this Galaxin 2 by Entex. It's a 2-person tabletop game. There's a bad side and a good side, and you just kind of like fight along. It's a 2-player game, is why I say that. But it can be 1 player. Let's get an option. 2-player, 1 player, skill level. Pretty cool. No batteries in there, but it is tested working, so yeah, sold. It's a nice little sale. This here is a Portacable router, sold right there. Mainly what does well with this one unit is the attachment all the way around in the picture that I'm showing. It's called a plunging attachment, adjustable plunging attachment, and that kind of does a lot more better than the actual router. So keep that in mind for if you think that the router is going to fetch that kind of money. It's more the plunger that's getting all that money. All right. Thing weighs a ton. And I've sold that 3 times already, so hopefully, I mean, he paid. Finally, somebody paid for that, so perfect. That's why it's all packaged. That's why it's all packaged up like that. As we beat up on this lantern, I'll show you this. This is pretty cool. This is I kind of wrapped it up really good, but I didn't know I wrapped it that nice. All right, since I wrapped it that nice, this is what it is. It's a vintage Starret Transit for shooting grades, level engineered marks across a landscape. It's kind of how they did road work and put foundations in, stuff like that. All right, it's a nice multi-tool. That still works too. It's a 1923, and you could still put a foundation in with that. You could still probably do a little bit of road work with that. This is a Humphrey. This hooks up to, oh geez. That's why I like cutting the clips. So this hooks up to a gas line. And you would have a propane lantern, stationary. Pretty cool. This did cheap because these fetch more. These go for like 50 to 60 bucks. Just the glass isn't the correct glass, and I believe this top is not the correct top. So I just fired it off. Right there, fired it off. Sold. Getting some sales, so it's good. This is a bike part.
to the Hoffman bike that we picked out of the hoarder house. Gotta watch out for this kind of stuff. So I just sold the seat. Here's the seat. Okay, and now here's the seat post and the clamp. Basic seat post and clamp to a BMX type bike. Nice profit. Moving on. This we got, oh man, this is probably 10 pounds. 10 pounds of drill bits. Nice drill bits. Nice little satchel of drill bits there, and same buyer bought that little satchel there, so double sale on that. Nice. Alright. Look out for your drill bits. Buy them in huge lots, I guess. I got 3 boxes going out. 3 empty boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get this one, this Shogun Warrior box. That was the toy that was inside. We're just selling the box for it. Good profit there. Sold. This Micronauts Baron Kaza. Box only, no toy. Sold there. And this Force Commander Micronauts box. These bots, I think, have some manuals and stuff like that inside. So that's what the toy would look like. Pretty interesting. What's this toy? Can look out for that stuff at yard sales, auctions, and estate sales, stuff like that. The boxes and or the toy. And yeah, there's some orders there, and I gotta go around here, bang a right, and pull the rest of the orders. All right, so let's do that. All right, going in. And the store always kind of looks the same. And we are looking for a couple sales here. We got this one. This is a tube straightener ruler. That's why I buy or look for the rulers. They always do well. And then let me cut clip because I think I found it. You get this 3-inch Brown and Sharp number 540 tri-square ruler, machinist tool. Sold. Good money on that. And we got had a couple games going out. Let's see. They're probably in here. What was that? Oh, that was just 200. That was 200 falling on the ground. Well, what I think is 200. Let's grab it. It's the dog. Oh, the dog. We dropped the dog. Poor puppy. Alright, let me cut clip because I don't want to just drop stuff everywhere. Alright, we got this game going out. The Messenger for PlayStation 4. Bought this off limited run months ago, maybe 8 months ago or something when it came out. So always check limited run. You never know what release is going to happen, and You can kind of gauge the market sometimes on which one will be rare, but honestly, you really can't. It's a crapshoot. So, yeah, sold. And yeah, limitedrun.com. That's where I got that. They release every Friday, I think. Don't really remember anymore. And then I got this one sold, but buyer hasn't paid yet, so stick bold. All right, so that one's going out. Just stick that up there because we're waiting on him to pay on that, and we'll send out the messenger one. Now let me dive into eBay and see what else sold. All right, perfect. You guys get to see my listing pile. So I'll list it. Take the pictures, make the ad, and I'll list it. And I'll throw it right here on the ground. So here we go. Sold a couple items in this pile. Get this going out. It's a set of 6 chisels. And I did a video for these, so I'm going to try to teach you guys something about these chisels. Still trying to edit it. Still getting through the editing, but these sold videos are always easier to edit rather than a learning video. So these are Rob Sorby chisels. They're kind of like a professional grade chisel. And yeah, good sale. Sold. Sold in 8 hours? 10 hours? Something like that. Alright, that's going out. Right there. And then I had one more sale in this pile somewhere. Let's see what we got. I'll get in here somehow. I know where it is. It's back over in the other room. Let me go get it. Let's go. Let's go for a walk. Hopefully that didn't hurt too bad. Yeah. Right here. Coping saw. Yeah. Can't get a woodworking project done without a coping saw, to be honest with you. Very versatile tool. To get you out of a pinch for sure. And you could definitely cut through some fierce stuff with this. So, yeah, good sale. Sold. And yeah, just another item going out. This is from that 240. I made a purchase of tools for $480, and I had it into 3 different piles. So one pile was $240. This is from that $240 pile, which consists of the carriage planer getting sold. This is the carriage planer that sold, and this piece. So this piece in the carriage, one, and some of those chisels that I just showed you. The chisels pretty much paid for that 240 lot easy, so we're already into the profit, probably $50 within the 240 part. And we still have a bunch of nice items that I already listed at about 300-ish. And then there's another tote I got to go through within that 240 that's easily a couple of the hundreds for sure. So yeah, tools. Don't overlook your tools. Hand tools sell on eBay all day. You know, I've showed you guys that through all these sales. I always usually come to this one shelf every day because one item sells out of here usually every day or every other day. This is my tools section. So yeah, tool section. Knives, electronics go that way, and then kind of like boxed items, because these are my boxed items down here, and just random collectibles, models and stuff I usually put up there, and odd shapes usually go on this rack, and box lots all go on all the other shelves, just different random listed items. So yeah, thanks for coming by for the what's sold, and come back. That's just some stuff that you can always keep an eye out for when you get to go yard sailing at some point. So be safe. I want to say keep picking. I mean, you got to keep picking. Hit up them Craigslist ads, Facebook, Let Go, stuff like that. And as the heater kicks on, I'm gonna sayonara. Peace.